Have you ever wondered why so many ancient civilizations placed such importance on a small gland hidden at the center of our brain? What if this gland were, in fact, the key to unlocking what many call the third eye, a portal to higher realities and profound spiritual experiences? For many esoteric traditions, the pineal gland is considered one of humanity's greatest secrets, holding the power to connect us with dimensions beyond the physical and leading us to elevated states of consciousness. While modern science is beginning to explore some of these possibilities, it is the ancient mystical teachings that offer us the deepest keys to unlocking its true potential. What would happen if we could fully activate this small but powerful structure within us? The pineal gland, though modest in size, has been revered for centuries as the center of the soul, the point where the physical meets the spiritual. Located in the center of the brain, it regulates our sleep cycles through the production of melatonin. But is that all? Or does the pineal hide a much deeper power, one that can be awakened and that could connect us directly with spiritual dimensions? Since ancient times, the pineal gland has been associated with spiritual and mystical phenomena. Many esoteric traditions view it as the third eye, a sort of spiritual antenna that connects us to higher planes of existence. René Descartes, the famous French philosopher, referred to it as the seat of the soul, believing it to be the point of intersection between the physical body and the immortal soul. For Descartes, the pineal was unique in its function, responsible for unifying sensory perceptions before they were processed by the soul. But why did he and many others throughout history believe this small gland was so special? In many traditions, the pineal is seen as the center of clairvoyance and spiritual perception. In various ancient cultures, the pineal is referred to as the all-seeing eye, the organ that allows us to see beyond the material world. This belief is deeply rooted in spiritual practices aimed at activating the third eye to achieve enlightenment. What many don't know is that the pineal is capable of producing DMT, a substance known as the spirit molecule, which can induce mystical visions and profound spiritual experiences. Could it be a coincidence that so many traditions around the world associate the pineal with the ability to access other dimensions? Accounts of spiritual experiences, such as astral travel and communications with beings of light, are often associated with the activation of the pineal gland. People who have had these experiences describe vivid visions, encounters with interdimensional entities, and an overwhelming sense of unity with the universe. These accounts suggest that when the pineal is awakened, it allows us to access realities that are normally beyond the reach of ordinary perception. But what does this really mean for us? And how can we learn to awaken this potential within ourselves? Beyond its connection to mysticism, the pineal gland is also linked to practices of meditation and spiritual development. Spiritual masters from various traditions teach that by focusing our attention on the third eye during meditation, we can activate the pineal and open a channel to divine wisdom. The activation of the pineal is seen as an essential step on the path to enlightenment, allowing us to transcend the limitations of the physical body and access higher levels of consciousness. But how can we integrate these teachings into our daily lives to awaken our true spiritual potential? Reverence for the pineal gland is a common theme among many of the world's most advanced ancient civilizations. Ancient Egypt, for example, is one of the cultures most notable for its veneration of the third eye. The Eye of Horus, one of Egypt's most powerful symbols, is often associated with the pineal gland. The Egyptians believed that the Eye of Horus granted the ability to see beyond the physical world, allowing for direct connection with the divine. Through the activation of this spiritual eye, they believed they could access deep knowledge and transcend death, achieving spiritual immortality. Beyond the Egyptians, the Sumerians also referenced the pineal gland in their artistic depictions. Sculptures and reliefs of the Anunnaki gods often show these beings holding a pine cone, a symbol many believe represents the pineal gland. The pine cone, with its structure resembling a pineal gland, appears in various cultures, always associated with the idea of expanding consciousness and spiritual awakening. These representations suggest that the understanding of the pineal's importance was deeply rooted in ancient spiritual traditions. But why did so many different cultures, separated by time and space, attribute such importance to this small gland? The Hindu tradition also recognizes the pineal gland as the center of spiritual perception. In Hinduism, the Ajna chakra, known as the third eye, is located between the eyebrows and is considered the center of intuition and perception beyond the physical senses. The activation of this chakra is seen as essential to achieving higher states of consciousness. Many Hindu spiritual practices, such as meditation and yoga, are focused on activating this energy center, believing it connects us directly to the divine. But is this spiritual connection really as powerful as the ancient teachings suggest? The concept of the third eye is not limited to Hinduism. In Buddhism, the third eye is seen as the key to enlightenment, allowing us to see beyond the illusions of the material world and understand the true nature of reality. Taoism, in turn, also considers the third eye as a portal to spiritual vision, a doorway that allows us to harmonize body, mind, and spirit with the natural flow of the universe. These universal concepts suggest that the pineal gland plays a crucial role in human spirituality, acting as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. And if we could reactivate this lost connection, what kind of wisdom and power could we access? While modern science gives us clues about the biology of the pineal gland, it is in esoteric teachings that we find a deeper understanding of its spiritual potential. Ancient traditions tell us that through the activation of the pineal gland, we can transcend the limitations of body and mind and access a greater truth. Are we ready to rediscover and reactivate this capability? And if so, what secrets of the universe could we uncover by opening our third eye? With all the spiritual potential that the pineal gland holds, why do so many people seem disconnected from this capability? One of the most intriguing theories involves the calcification of the pineal gland, a process that can be caused by exposure to sodium fluoride, a common substance in our daily lives. Fluoride is found in products such as drinking water, toothpaste, and processed foods. For many, this calcification is not just a physiological inconvenience, but a deliberate blockade of our spiritual connection. What if we could reverse this process and unleash the full potential of the pineal? Jennifer Luke, a scientist who extensively studied the effects of fluoride on the pineal gland, discovered that this small structure in the center of the brain absorbs more fluoride than any other part of the body. This absorption leads to calcification, hardening the gland and impairing its function. But why is fluoride present in so many products we use daily? Some theorists suggest that the addition of fluoride to our water and food might be a deliberate attempt to suppress mass spiritual awakening. This theory, though controversial, is supported by historical accounts pointing to the use of fluoride in totalitarian regimes, such as Nazi Germany, where it was reportedly used to make populations more docile and less likely to resist. Critics of these theories argue that the addition of fluoride to water and other products was initially implemented to combat dental health issues, such as cavities, and that its benefits outweigh potential risks. They suggest that the evidence linking fluoride to pineal calcification is inconclusive or exaggerated. However, growing concern over the long-term effects of fluoride on both general and spiritual health has led many people to seek natural alternatives. They question the true motivations behind its widespread use. Beyond the spiritual implications, pineal calcification can have serious effects on our physical and mental health. Scientific studies indicate that pineal calcification is associated with hormonal disorders, neurological issues, and even early onset of puberty. Prolonged exposure to fluoride has also been linked to a reduction in IQ in children, fertility problems, and other health damages. If these substances are indeed disconnecting us from our spiritual essence and negatively affecting our health, what can we do to reverse the damage? For those who believe in the spiritual power of the pineal gland, decalcification of this gland becomes a priority. Minimizing fluoride exposure is the first step, but there are other natural methods to detoxify and reactivate the pineal. Decalcification can be achieved through spiritual practices such as meditation, consumption of detoxifying foods, and the use of specific supplements. Many advocate for the use of substances like tamarind, apple cider vinegar, and activated charcoal, which help eliminate fluoride from the body and restore the pineal's health. But are these methods enough to unlock the full spiritual potential of the pineal? And what else can we do to ensure our spiritual connection isn't blocked? In addition to avoiding fluoride, some spiritual practices, such as meditation focused on the third eye and the use of crystals, can help reactivate the pineal. Combining these practices with a healthy, toxin-free diet might be the key to reversing calcification damage and allowing the pineal gland to function at its full potential, reconnecting us with spiritual dimensions. For those seeking to awaken the spiritual potential of the pineal gland, decalcification is an essential step. Calcification, often caused by exposure to fluoride, can be reversed with a combination of spiritual practices and lifestyle changes. One of the most effective methods for decalcification is the consumption of tamarind, a fruit with detoxifying properties that is particularly effective in removing fluoride from the body. But is tamarind alone sufficient to completely cleanse the pineal gland? In addition to tamarind, apple cider vinegar is widely used as a natural detoxifier. Rich in malic acid, apple cider vinegar helps break down calcium deposits in the pineal gland, facilitating their removal. When combined with spiritual practices, such as meditation focused on the third eye, the use of tamarind and apple cider vinegar can accelerate the decalcification process and pave the way for spiritual awakening. But are there other methods that might also be effective in activating the pineal gland? Practices like sun gazing, which involves looking at the sun during sunrise or sunset, are known to stimulate the pineal gland and activate the third eye. This practice, used by many ancient cultures, is seen as a way to connect directly with the sun's energy, the source of all life. The sunlight, especially during these times of the day, is gentle enough not to cause damage to the eyes and can stimulate the pineal gland to produce hormones that help balance the mind and spirit. But how can we incorporate this practice safely and effectively into our daily lives? Another powerful practice is the use of crystals, such as amethyst, to amplify spiritual energy and activate the pineal gland. Placing an amethyst on the center of the forehead during meditation can help focus energy on the third eye and speed up the activation process. Amethyst is known for its spiritual properties, helping to promote mental clarity and connection with the divine. When used in conjunction with other decalcification and activation practices, amethyst can be a valuable tool for those seeking to explore the spiritual potential of the pineal gland. But are we ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and spiritual transformation? The pineal gland is not only the center of our spiritual connection, but also plays a crucial role in our dream experiences. During sleep, the pineal gland is responsible for producing melatonin, the hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycles. However, esoteric studies and reports from spiritual practitioners suggest that the pineal gland may also release small amounts of DMT during sleep, particularly during vivid dreams or lucid dreaming experiences. This release of DMT might be the key to understanding why some dreams feel more real or significant than others. But what does this really mean for our spiritual journey? Lucid dreams, where we are aware that we are dreaming and can even control dream events, have been associated with pineal activity. When the pineal gland is active and healthy, the production of melatonin and DMT may be balanced, facilitating these conscious experiences during sleep. Many lucid dream practitioners report that meditation and other spiritual practices that activate the pineal gland increase the frequency and clarity of these dreams, suggesting a direct link between pineal health and the quality of our dream experiences. Could cultivating a healthy pineal gland enhance our ability to have lucid dreams and explore the dream world more consciously? Beyond lucid dreams, the pineal gland may be involved in astral projection experiences, where consciousness seems to separate from the physical body and explore other realities. This practice, rooted in various spiritual traditions around the world, might be facilitated by an active pineal gland capable of releasing larger amounts of DMT, creating a bridge between the physical world and spiritual realms. Descriptions of these experiences often include visions of magnificent landscapes, encounters with spiritual entities, and a deep sense of peace and unity with the universe. These experiences raise a fascinating question. Is the pineal gland the portal that allows us to explore these other realities during sleep? The importance of dreams in spirituality is a recurring theme in many cultures. In Native American tradition, for instance, dreams are seen as a form of communication with the spiritual world. The pineal gland, by regulating the sleep cycle and mediating dream experiences, is believed to serve as a portal for these interactions with the divine. This perspective is shared by many other cultures around the world, which view dreams as a way to access wisdom, guidance, and spiritual insight. But how can we use this knowledge to improve our practice of lucid dreaming and astral projection? Understanding the role of the pineal gland in the dream state opens new possibilities for spiritual exploration. By caring for this gland and cultivating practices that activate it, we are not only improving our mental and physical health, but also opening doors to a deeper understanding of our own consciousness and the universe around us. Thus, the pineal gland reveals itself as a portal not only for spiritual awakening, but also for the rich and vast landscape of dreams, where an abundance of knowledge and experiences awaits discovery. How can we deepen our exploration of these dreamscapes, and what might they reveal about ourselves and the universe? In many indigenous cultures, the pineal gland is seen as an essential portal for accessing other spiritual realities. Shamanism, one of humanity's oldest spiritual practices, uses rituals and natural substances to activate the pineal and facilitate the journey to these invisible realms. Amazonian shamans, for example, employ ayahuasca, a powerful entheogenic drink containing DMT, to induce altered states of consciousness, allowing communication with spirits, spiritual healing, and the attainment of ancestral wisdom. But how exactly do these substances affect the pineal, and what does this mean for our understanding of consciousness? Ayahuasca, a combination of two plants, the Banisteriopsis caapi vine, which contains MAO inhibitors, and Psychotria viridis leaves, which contain DMT, is considered a sacred tool for spiritual awakening. When consumed in a shamanic ritual, this drink activates the pineal gland, allowing DMT to be absorbed by the body and cause profound effects on the mind. During these rituals, participants often report intense visions, encounters with spiritual entities, and a deep sense of interconnection with the universe. These accounts echo descriptions of experiences with synthesized DMT, suggesting that the pineal gland plays a central role in these mystical states. But what does this tell us about the true potential of the pineal and its role in our perception of reality? Shamanism is not limited to the Amazon. Indigenous cultures around the world, from native North Americans to Australian Aborigines, have practices that involve the use of natural substances to explore the spiritual world. These cultures recognize the importance of the pineal as a bridge between the physical world and spiritual realms. Shamanic rituals, which include chants, dances, and the use of sacred plants, are designed to activate the pineal and facilitate communication with spirits, allowing shamans to access hidden knowledge and heal the soul. Through these rituals, shamans are able to penetrate dimensions that most of us will never experience, revealing a parallel universe full of wisdom and insight. Can these practices teach us to access these realities as well? Modern science is beginning to recognize the value of these ancestral practices, especially in the field of psychedelic psychotherapy. Studies on the use of DMT and other entheogenic substances are revealing their potential to treat mental disorders, such as depression and anxiety, by reconfiguring the mind and promoting emotional healing. These therapeutic effects are closely linked to the activation of the pineal gland, which, by releasing DMT, allows patients to access states of consciousness that facilitate deep introspection and trauma resolution. Could the pineal gland be the key to a new era of psychological and spiritual treatment? The resurgence of interest in shamanic practices and entheogenic substances reflects a modern quest for spiritual reconnection and healing. As science explores the effects of these practices on the pineal gland, we are rediscovering the ancient wisdom that has always valued the pineal as a portal to other realities. This intersection between spiritual tradition and modern science suggests that the future of spirituality may involve an integration of these practices, with the aim of promoting holistic healing and spiritual awakening. How can we incorporate these teachings into our daily lives to explore the full potential of the pineal? The journey to activate the pineal gland is a deep exploration of what it means to be human, and the hidden potential within each of us. This small, often neglected organ may be the key to unlocking doors to transformative spiritual experiences and a deeper understanding of the universe. By decalcifying and activating the pineal, we not only awaken to a new reality, but also connect with our divine essence and the unity of the cosmos. But the real question is, Are we ready to embark on this journey and discover what lies beyond our current perception? If you're interested in exploring more about spirituality, I've specially selected for you some videos full of profound knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and start your journey of self-discovery now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue learning and connecting with the universe. Your commitment to knowledge is the first step to transforming your reality.